Hi guys, this is StarAxiom from RGEN and today it will be our first installment of our review series, which will be ARMA 3. So, ARMA 3 is the third full developed game in the ARMA series, developed and published by Bohemia Interactives. This game was released on September the 12th of 2013. So, this game is a tactical shooter which includes third and first person, but this game is unique to other tactical shooters because it allows you to have fun not just in single player but multiplayer over vast terrains and maps. So one of the worlds that you get to use is a world called Altus, which is in real kilometers, 270 kilometers squared, for long range combat as well as aerial attacks. But if you like smaller combat, then you can go for a smaller map, which is about 20 kilometers squared, and allows you to get nice and close up to your enemies if you can. So, like any other sandbox game, this game gives you all the different types of tools, like vehicles and weaponry. But it gives you a unique experience that other military simulations don't really give you. So, as well as that, this game is open software, so you're allowed to take what you can from it and modify it. So there are many talented moderators out there, so there's many vehicles, many weapon mods, many things have come from it. Just go onto the Steam website and then you can go onto the mods there and subscribe to them. Or you can go through other websites. So now onto some gameplay. The combat to it is really good at giving you different perspectives of different combat. See, unlike other military shooters, you just have to look from side to side, but with this game, you have to look from all directions, especially from a distance. In this game, which I've experienced, most of the combat is going to happen from a distance, and it's normally, if you're the first to shoot, then sometimes you're going to be the first to die. Just try not to give your position away, and it's all really good except for a few things like connection with the bullets, because sometimes when you're firing it will lag a little bit and you won't be able to register that they've shot them. But they have slowly started to fix this, as well as some sound preferences too. So now onto some system preferences. This game is a poorly optimized game. That's straight out for you. So, unless you have a high-powered machine, I only run a GTX 630, which is mid-range and gets me about 15 FPS at ultra settings. But if you don't have something big, recommend run it on high settings. It's still a beautiful game on a high settings. But the higher settings you have, the beefier your computer has to be. And it's not just graphics card heavy, it's also process heavy game, so make sure we get some of that. Now onto the ranking system. So we have different categories in our ranking system, so we'll start off with the first one, the graphics. Now, I'm going to rate this from my experience, not others. I give it an 8 out of 10 out of the graphics, purely because even from a high graphics settings, it's still a beautiful game. You're not really too fussed about minor details and copy and pastes. It's all covered on the massive terrains of each map. Some you can spend hours walking from one side to the other. Now the music in it, or audio cues, is, to be honest, not so good. I'm giving that a 4 out of 10 because, to me, the guns, they sound pretty good. They sound almost to realistic. But the vehicles, however, in a ways, makes you sound like you're playing with toys. It's probably how they sound in real life, but to me, they just sound like you're playing with toys. So that's why it's getting a 4 out of 10. Cinematic, this game wasn't released with a single player, but the single player came in a little later. And with that came a storyline that wasn't so great. So the cinematics in that were brilliant, but didn't have the player engaged as much. So to me, that's getting a 6 out of 10. Still brilliant cinematics through it, just not as engaging. Now with the story itself, this didn't really have much of a story at all. So through that, I'm going to have to give that a 3 out of 10. The content that this game has, the content is massive. You have loads of aerial craft, you have watercraft, land vehicles, then you have weapons, submachine guns, or fully automatic rifles, everything, almost to real life standards. The reloading animations, superb, probably the best I've ever seen in games, but the one reason I'm not giving this a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 is purely because of their DLC content. Now, I know that they go on sale quite a lot, but if you want 7 new guns, go pay $15 full for it. Doesn't sound worth it to me. Same as their DLC helicopters and go-karts. For some unknown reason, go-karts. Now the controls. If you've been a fan of the ARMA series like me, it's very hard to transition into the controls. The controls, you're never given a tutorial with it, so you have to figure out it on your own. And the tutorial that they do give you is just move forward and move back. That's basically it. Now, for a final verdict of overall gameplay. So, this gameplay is purely created through your own experimentation, your own game. So, going through King of the Hill servers or tactical servers, you have fun in those respects. So, if you want to play tactical, you're going to have to go and join a clan, go play tactically with them, because if you go join in random servers, the server lobbies are governed like a piece of crap. You get people that don't talk on mics or anything, or waste their lives like hell and just run out there like they're playing Call of Duty thinking they have a knife. So if you want to play this like a real military simulation, this is the game for you, which that's what I've been doing, and you still have a lot of fun through it. So I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. Thanks guys, this has been StarAxiom from RGEN Gaming. Catch you next time.